Hey guys, Sarah here at Chicken and Bulldogs, urban farming, and winter has arrived in Minnesota a little bit early, in my opinion. It is November 30th. We just got 6 inches of snow yesterday. I'm not happy about it. I like it when the snow holds off until at least mid-December, right before Christmas. And they're calling for a cold winter, so this is probably going to stick around until spring, which is a little bit unfortunate, but whatever. More so, I'm a little bit frustrated at my 5 freeloaders that I have here. And by freeloaders, I mean chickens, because I have 5 chickens and I'm getting 0 eggs a day. And that has been the way it has been for a month or two. So I am feeding these girls and they are not giving me any eggs whatsoever. Look at these freeloaders. I'm not crazy about the snow. So these two, this one right here is Char Broiled Chicken. The one hiding behind the font is Chicken Nugget. This black one here is Lava Chicken, Steve's Lava Chicken. And we have Bean, the brown one, and the one that's escaping right there, that's Pot Pie. So I have 5 reasons why I have 5 chickens and 0 eggs. Let's get started. Number one of my chickens, Pot Pie, is at least 4 years old, maybe 5. We adopted her when she was an adult. We were told at the time she was 10 months old. That was 4 years ago. She is no longer producing eggs. So chickens only lay eggs for so many years. If they do live beyond the ripe old age of 3 or 4, you'll notice that their egg production is going to decrease and then eventually stop altogether. They will hit chicken menopause, and then they just become kind of freeloaders. We love Pot Pie. We are not going to get rid of her. On a traditional farm, once chickens are done laying eggs, they are made into chicken soup or chicken pot pie in her case. But she's going to stick around until she decides to depart for that big free-range meadow in the sky one day. Number 2 of my chickens are too young. So Lava and Nugget, we got about August of this year. And like I said, it's November 30th now. So we got them about 90 days ago, and they were pullets. So they were still very little, had the little chick cheep still. And they, I would think, would have been laying by now, but maybe they're just getting delayed because it is wintertime. But neither one of them has started to lay eggs, which is disappointing. But those days are coming, and they will come. So it's just a little bit of patience. Number 3, Bean is molting. It's hard to tell, and they are totally avoiding me right now because it's cold. But right before it snowed, she was practically naked. She looked so pitiful. I didn't get any video footage of it, unfortunately. But when chickens are molting, they stop laying eggs. And that is because the protein that they need to produce eggs now is diverted into production of the new feathers. And every time I've had a chicken molt, they stop laying eggs. But as soon as those new feathers are in, they start laying again. And she is a solid layer. Number 4, well, it's wintertime. And chickens' egg production cycle is dependent on the number of sunlight hours per day. Here in the Minneapolis area, we're getting right down close to the shortest day of the year, December 20th, 21st, 6, 7. But that usually means maybe 8.5 hours of sunlight total per day. So we don't do the whole lamps to keep the egg production going in the winter. We just decide to give our chickens a break. Some of this might be attributed to the fact that it's darker for much more of the day than it was during the summer. And lastly, the one chicken that I haven't really talked about yet is Char. I don't know WTF her problem is, because she's perfectly healthy. The only thing that I know is when we did get the 2 new chickens, Lava and Nugget, she stopped laying right then. And I attributed it at the time to maybe the stress of 2 newcomer chickens into the coop, and the environment has been disrupted. But things have settled down. In fact, they get along for the most part, mostly because they're bigger than her now. She was kind of a jerk. She liked to pick on the little ones when they were little. But now I don't know what her problem is. So they're healthy. The only thing that we have going on is Bean has some chronic thing where her left eye is shut sometimes and sometimes it's open. And we've been adding antibiotics to the water, and it gets better and then it doesn't get better. But she was the solid layer even when she had those eye problems. So Char's got no excuse. These girls are healthy. We dust them. We make sure that they have clean living conditions. Sometimes you just don't get any eggs, and then you got to start buying them at the store again, and that's the way it is. But hopefully soon we should start getting some eggs. I would really like some. You know, there are a few other reasons I didn't really bring up. I mean, sometimes chickens hide where they lay their eggs, and we've checked all the places that they would have access to, and we still don't see anything. Under the coop, buried in the coop, outside in the compost pile. They don't have access to that every day. And some days they are locked up for 24 hours in a row, so you would think that there would be at least one egg in the coop somewhere, right? Sometimes chickens also eat their own eggs, and that's a really bad habit to introduce to your chickens because then you will never get any eggs. But there's usually evidence laying around, like, you know, yolk stains, bits of eggshell. We're not seeing any of that. So for some reason, we just got a variety of conditions that make it so that we have 5 chickens and 0 eggs. But you know what? That's life sometimes. Stay tuned. We got a growing bulldog puppy inside. I'm going to do some videos on him pretty quick. And it's going to be Christmas time here. It'll be Kenworth's first Christmas. And I'm sure he's going to take down our tree at least once. So make sure to stay tuned, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe because there's always something going on or going wrong at my house. Take care, guys, and happy holidays.